Hi there, year 3 and 4. Welcome back to the summer term and our new story time. As you know, we just finished the 39 steps. The 39 steps. And I've got a new book for you. It's another classic. And it's called The Count of Monte Cristo. Right. Now this takes place a little bit further in the past than the 39 steps. We'll fire straight in with chapter... Sorry, just hide that twill. You didn't see that. And just start with chapter 1, which is called Marseille. There's a little picture, give you an idea of the time frame we're dealing with. Right, so, chapter 1, Marseille. The sails of the Pharaon shimmered into the winter sun as the ship came into Marseille docks. Edmond Dantès climbed onto the bowsprit, gazing wide-eyed across the clutter of warehouses that lined the waterfront. It had been a long and difficult voyage, and he was thrilled to be home. But on the docks, Mr. Morel, the ship's owner, greeted him with a worried frown. "Where is Captain Leclerc?" he asked. Edmund smiled sadly. He told Mr. Morel how Captain Leclerc had died of fever. As second mate, he had taken command of the ship himself for the rest of their trade voyage. "But there is something Dantès has not reported," a voice said. It was Danglars, the ship's accountant. He was a shrewd-looking man who always had a sneer on his face, especially for Edmund. "Edmund has not said that we stopped at Elba," he told Mr. Morel. Morel's face darkened. The island of Elba was where France's previous ruler, Napoleon Bonaparte, was being held prisoner. All ships were banned from stopping there. "Is this true?" Mr. Morel asked. "It is," Edmund said. "Before Captain Leclerc died, he asked me to deliver a letter to the island." "Then it is settled," Morel announced. "Edmund was simply loyal to his captain, as I am sure others will be to him." "You mean Edmund is to be made captain?" Danglars seethed. "I do," Morel said. "If you accept Edmund." A beaming smile spread across Edmund's face. Him, a captain! But before he could reply, he saw a beautiful young woman running towards him through the crowds. It was Mercedes, his fiancée. Mercedes leapt into Edmund's arms, blushing with delight. As they kissed, though, Edmund spotted a gloomy figure watching them from the shadows. "Who are you, sir?" he demanded. Mercedes pulled the man closer. "Edmund, this is my cousin, Fernand. He looked after me while you were away." Edmund grasped Fernand's hand and shook it firmly. "Then you can be the first to hear the news, Fernand. I am to become captain of the Pharaon, and tomorrow Mercedes will become my wife." Laughing, Edmund twirled Mercedes in his arms. He was so happy right then, so happy, in fact, that he failed to notice the jealous hatred in Fernand's eyes. Right, there's chapter 1, and Edmond Dantès, very happy after his long voyage and the great news. But methinks he's not going to be happy for very much longer. Anyway, that's chapter 1. I'll be back again tomorrow with chapter 2 of The Count of Monte Cristo. Have a great day, everybody. Goodbye.